Hey guys, so today I'm doing a first impression on the NYX Invincible Fullest Coverage Foundation. I got this from my friend Sarah from Beauty Buzz Hub. Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm so excited to try this out. I chose the color number 1 Ivory, which according to the NYX website does have a yellow undertone, so we shall see. And it comes in a really wide variety of shades. I'll have all the information about the product listed down below so you guys can know how much it costs and everything. So it's just this squeeze tube like this, which I like. I think that's simple, easy to work with packaging. So I'm gonna just blend it in with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush because that's what I've been using recently. And I'm not gonna use primer or anything. And it's a little bit thick, which is good. I like that. I'm really excited to try this. I really hope it works. I want to fall head over heels for a drugstore foundation like I have for that Estee Lauder because it is pretty expensive. And I'm not sure exactly how much to apply, so I'll just apply a little bit at first, and then I can always add more. I'm just going to blend it in with the Expert Face Brush. I usually spray with Fix Plus, but I did not because I don't want it to mess up with the coverage of this product. So, this color looks like it matches me okay, which is good. My last first impression was of the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation, and that color was way off, which is really unfortunate. It's really hard for me to find colors that match me well, so. This one looks like really good, so yay. Okay, I've got a monster pimple, so I'm gonna use some concealer to cover that. I've never expected a foundation to cover up blemishes. Wow, that looks pretty good. It's not full, I'd say it's probably medium, but I'm gonna apply a little bit more on my cheeks because that's where I have the most redness and whatnot. And just apply a little bit more on my forehead. Okay. I've not heard too many people talk about this foundation, so if you've tried it, let me know what your thoughts are. I've only looked up a couple reviews and I've seen some mixed opinions, but most people don't like it. So I like it so far. I think the coverage is fine, and I'm just nervous about how it wears throughout the day. Because my Rimmel did not wear well, so we will see about this one. Okay, and now it is fully applied. I like it. The color looks like it matches me really well, which is the most important, one of the most important things for me. It's the first hurdle to get over, because if a foundation doesn't match me, I'm not going to wear it. So it is 8 o'clock right now. I'm going to put on some MAC Pro Longwear concealer under my eyes and on my blemishes. I'm going to set my face with my e.l.f. HD powder because that does not provide coverage and it won't keep me matte or anything, so we can test this foundation on its own. And I will come back in a couple weeks and do an overview after I've tried it for a while on how it worked, as well as some other NYX face products that I'm going to be reviewing shortly. So yeah, I'm actually really like this. It's tacky right now, which most foundations are tacky right after you apply it. So I will be back in a couple hours to tell you how it's worn. Hey guys, I'm back for my first check-in. It is now 12 o'clock, so it's been 4 hours since I first applied this foundation, and I think it looks great. I mean, what do you guys? I did notice that when I was putting on my makeup, it was still tacky for a while. Like when I was putting on my under eye concealer, my blemish concealer, set my under eyes, did my brows, and then I came back to set my face, which is what I always do. And I found that my face was still a bit tacky, which honestly is not that big of a deal. It usually is. And then I just set it with that e.l.f. HD powder, and I think it did a great job. And I think it matches me perfectly, which is so great. Like I said, it's hard to find. I'm really impressed with this so far. Like I said, I think it was about medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's full, but I did find that it was buildable. You saw I applied a second layer to my cheeks and the center of my face, and I'm really impressed with it so far. But for the finish of this foundation and how it went on my face, it did not sink into lines or settle into pores, which is great. And it doesn't look cakey whatsoever. Right here, I have been having a really bad dry patch and foundations have been caking onto it. And I don't have that problem whatsoever. So that is just amazing. I'm really impressed with this, and I'm really excited to see how it's going to last throughout the day. You guys know I have fairly long days. I'll check in once more, and then I'll have a text post at the end of the night letting you know how it wore throughout the day, because then by then the lighting will be too bad since I use natural light. And yeah, I will see you guys in a couple hours. Hey guys, I'm back for my next check-in. Right now it is 4:45, and as you can see, I'm extremely oily on my forehead and around my nose. This is very common no matter what products that I use. So I wanted to blot on camera. I'm going to use one piece of toilet paper. It's what I always use. And I'm going to see if it wipes off. I'm just pressing though. But some foundations I've noticed do like tend to wipe away. Even though I have like gotten really oily, it hasn't broken down the makeup in those areas, which is really good. So I usually at this point would blot and then apply a translucent powder, but I'm not going to do that. But I am just going to blot a little bit and see how it looks. I'm just going to blot all over. And luckily it didn't transfer really too much color. There is a little bit of color on there. So here is what it looks like up close, but I think it held up really well. I'm actually really impressed with this foundation. So I'm going to post at 8 o'clock tonight, so that will be a full 12 hours, and I'll give you my pros and cons and my final thoughts on this product. And like I said, I'm going to have a review in about a couple weeks just to let you know how it worked with different powders and primers and whatnot. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.